So this is American elm, Ulmus americana. Formerly it had a really, really wide range across the eastern half of the United States, including in the mixed Mesophytic. It had a range from New England all the way down to the southeast and west to the Mississippi. You can notice that at a distance it's really easy to tell an elm. They have this wonderful sort of shape, kind of like a fountain of water, right? They come up straight. The trunk usually divides several times at fairly low, and they have this big arching crown. Because of that, they throw a lot of shade. They really branch out, and they have this wonderful look to them. They became the dominant street tree in the United States throughout the 1800s into the early 1900s. Widely planted in towns all across the country. As you plant elms on two sides of the street, their canopies kind of overlap in this high arch, and it looks sort of like an outdoor cathedral. Really, really beautiful. But the problem is, when we planted that, it was sort of like a lot of our urban forests were not very diverse. They had a lot of elms. And does anybody know what happened to the American elm? It had severe decline.
Dutch elm disease?
Yeah, Dutch elm disease. So we had a pathogen. Dutch elm disease is a fungus that came from Eurasia. It gets into elms. The American elm has no natural defense against it. So the fungus spreads through the vascular tissue, clogs up the xylem, and you can't get water up to the crown anymore. So all we really have left are a few ornamental elms at different places, especially college campuses and places like that, botanical gardens. But they have to be treated about 4 times a year with fungicide to prevent the Dutch elm. The spores are everywhere. With a really, really beautiful tree, they have that sort of grayish brown bark that's furrowed into those intricate patterns. The leaves are simple and alternate on the twigs. The twigs have that sympodial growth, so they have zigzag shape. The buds are fairly large and brown and pointy. And the way to tell an elm leaf is there's a couple of really distinctive things about elm leaves. Number one, the leaf margin is doubly toothed. So we have large teeth and then smaller teeth on those larger teeth. They have sort of straight leaf veins. And then the other thing that's unique about elm leaves is the bottom of the leaf blade is uneven. So one lobe of the leaf blade will come down lower than the other. These leaves have been kind of chewed up by herbivores, but you can see that the one edge is lower than the other. So elms are pretty easy to identify. The buds are also kind of flattened in one direction. They're a little lopsided. So American elm.